Hi all. Next in Madhubani, we are going to see a sun and moon with the coloring. So initially, I'm going to draw the face, the outline of the Madhubani painting that I'm going to do. Basically, we call it sun and moon or men and women. This is very famous part of Madhubani art. Generally, this is drawn as one figure like a sun, which depicts a man's image with a mustache like that. So now what we are going to see is we are going to see a portrait picture which has both a men and a women picture along with the coloring. So for the men, I'm just going to draw the outline of the faces. I did finish it, and quickly I'm going to draw the women picture. It is divided by a small space, so we can give some kind of feeling to it. So this is done. Next, as you all know, we are just going to do nice thin outline using a micron pen. So you know the micron pen that we are using. So I used 0.5 mm, and this is good because it has to be a bit thicker as well. The sheet I used just 300 GSM paper, sketchbook paper, but anything above 120 GSM I would suggest would be really good. So I've just quickly made the sketch of the outline, and this Madhubani painting is going to be a very traditional one. I want to tell you what are the traditional ways of coloring it and how it originates. So a double line, as we know, is the main picture of it. So I'm just giving some kind of border to the image, the face image, and a kind of petal border just to highlight the faces. So similar way, I'm going to sketch the women picture as well, which is in the down. So quickly, I've kept a bindi, some kind of head jewelry I've done, and now we are just going to do some outline, quick outline. It can be a simple, I've just used a semicircle outline that I have used. You can use any of the outlines that you are comfortable with. Again, a double line is must in all the outlines, all the lines that we are drawing, the major lines that we are drawing in Madhubani. So quickly that is done, and I'm just trying to fill it with the lines. So one more thing that I wanted to tell you here is every Madhubani painting, some of the traditional method, this is one of the traditional methods, it will have the smaller lines between the double line, small gap. Double line will have a small lines like I have drawn just now. It will have these small perpendicular lines between the double lines. That is the traditional way, and it's a more of a outline, we call it outline of any image or the borders or any motifs that we are drawing. So you have seen those double lines that I have drawn. In the center, I'm just drawing a simple leaf pattern just to give a boundary between these two images. So now the border is getting ready. Quickly we will just draw a double line border, and we can make some more some kind of outer border as well. That's all up to you. And now if you see, I'm just giving the perpendicular small lines between the double lines. So this has to be done on all the double lines that we have drawn in this particular method of Madhubani. This is a must. So make sure you give a lines, small lines with equal distance between these Madhubani lines. Now I'm doing a simple border which matches with the main pattern that I have drawn. Since it's a circle, I'm drawing a half circle border which really suits, so accordingly you can choose. Now comes to the coloring. First one, I'm going to do the border with the coloring, and the color I've choose is violet, and mix with water any drawing that you're going to use on a paper. Make sure you mix with water, otherwise it would be too dark and it might look black. So ensure you mix, be it a lighter color or a darker color, try to mix it with water before you draw. Now green. In between these violet, I'm just applying the dark green directly. It's up to you. The color combinations depend on the mood of the person, liking of a person. So I will leave it to you. Now I've taken orange. So this I'm going to use for the border inside. So border inside, you can see I'm just mixing directly with water and trying to fill in the borders. So it is done. Now I've taken Persian blue, and this I'm going to use for the man symbol that I'm having it. So the outer border that we have drawn, I'm making sure I give some mix of water with Persian blue and fill in those spaces. So I generally give one after the other and then try to see if it makes some difference, but make sure you give the same color all around. Now I'm using a violet and yellow. I'm going to do a mix of it for the center part, which is the I don't have the brown. I don't want to use the brown directly. I will tell you later why, though we have a brown color. So I'm just making a mix of violet and yellow and making this stem part of it. And now we have the leaves. So for the leaves you can give direct color. I'm using a dark green to use for the leaves directly. I'm making mix of water again. It is done. Now I'm using crimson. So this I'm going to use for the women as an outline. So generally we depict women with the pink and men with the blue. So I'm just going with it, but there is no hard and fast rule. Please use your own colors. There is no discrimination. There is no as I said, rule to give this color. I'm just using it for the easy. I forgot to give the nose pin so that it looks more like a woman. I am using black to fill in the hair part of it, both for the men and the women, and also the eyebrow part of it filled with black. So quickly giving the hair and eyebrows with the black. Do not use black for the eyes. I'll let you know what should be used and why. This is a direct black. It will look really nice. Make sure you give black very minimal places so that the brightness of the colors will be seen. Now I'm choosing yellow for the face of the man, and before that I'm giving the darker color, direct application. You can see I'm giving a direct application using the yellow to the border so that I can see a difference when I mix with water. Now I'm going to mix with water, with good amount of water, and make a lighter version of it. I'm just trying on the sides to see if the color is okay. Always use that so that you know before application the lighter color. So I'm just filling the faces except for the eyes, the eyeballs especially, and the lips. So I have filled in all the yellow color with the lighter yellow color and giving some shading over the sides. Now I have taken the scarlet, and this scarlet I'm going to use it for the red part of it. It's more of a red when you use the drawing ink, and for the lips and also for the bindi. I use the same color for the women also, and the lips I'm just giving it bit darker so that it looks nice. For the face I'm using orange. Again, the orange, the darker side of it, I'm using it as the background so that it merges with the lighter color inside the face. So now I'm mixing nicely with the water and trying it on the sides as well before I do the application on the main sheet so that I know how dark or light it is. So now it is all filled, and I try to give some shades also wherever it is possible, especially towards the side of the face so that it looks bright and nice. A kind of 3D effect that we could do. It's being filled in. Good. So now we are done. Now I'm using a burnt sienna, and this burnt sienna is the darker brown color which I use for the eyebrows and the eyes. So it's always nice, and we have lines drawn inside the eyes and eyeballs, so it will be seen, those lines will be seen, and that is one of the reasons that I said do not use black. It will be very awkward. And I said about the specific technique that we are using. So you can see all the double line I'm giving it with the burnt sienna. So this style of Madhubani has that, where you have the double line and you make sure you give the double line completely with the perpendicular small lines and fill all of the double line with the burnt sienna, that is a brown color. you can see the difference, the glow that has come. So everywhere you just have to make sure you give the brown color, the burnt sienna color. And now the border I just filled in with some pink. All done. Now I just sign it. So how is it looking? We also did a framing of this as an art bite. Go see there, you can click the link, and do not forget to subscribe us and connect with us for a lot of art workshops and more of traditional Indian art.